The fundamental story here has always been kind of interesting to me. That's what we focus on. I'm a credit analyst, so we're looking at longer-term trends and that sort of thing. And for Amazon, when you look at Amazon as a retailer, the best days may be in the past, just because the competition's gotten so much better. Walmart's doubling down. Best Buy has shown that it can't, it's not going to be killed. Target's investing heavily. So you've got a lot of competition now focused at sites online, and they're doing really well. And Amazon is still leading the pack. Amazon, no one's going to catch Amazon online. But the competition's tougher, and I think we need to realize
That's
that.
only one part of their business now. You've
Exactly.
got AWS and so many
Right.
other places that they're kind of reaching their tentacles.
Exactly. I mean, I think what the markets are going to have to get used to is the fact that Amazon, while retail will still be the revenue engine, the other parts of the business are going to be the profit engine. We've seen that with AWS since they started splitting it out. I think AWS continues to roll like it's been rolling, which is heavy revenue growth with expanding margins, which is kind of an interesting phenomenon when you look at the retail business that was growing top line as rapidly as anybody at the expense of profit. The thing that'll continue to hurt Amazon probably when you look at operating income is the international business is still losing money. So you've got that as kind of a backdrop, and then you've got AWS, and the delta and the wild card is really going to be the North American retail business.
I mean, I can remember Barron's. I think, I don't think there were splits, but at 80, they were like, this is just insane, right? Do you remember all the naysayers?
Yeah.
So what is the stock worth now? Taking all that into account,
I keep getting into these stock discussions here.
No, we won't get you there.
I think that I've always struggled with that valuation from a basis of being a fundamental analyst where we're looking at operating income. And it seems to me with the reaction to yesterday that there was all this focus on revenue and revenue growth, and nobody cared about profits. Well, now the company's kind of flipped a switch. They're starting to generate what we consider to be impressive profitability, and the equity markets don't like that now. It seems like almost the push me, pull you from Dr. Doolittle. I really don't understand that.
But has the company flipped the switch? I mean, the joke with Amazon was that, a profit beat was kind of accidental. Right, it's just kind of how the numbers fell at the end of the quarter. Right. So, I mean, if the company asserts that they're now going to be maximizing cash, sure, sometimes I think that was right. Yeah. So, has that changed at all?
It's always been hard, and I've said this before on this program, where I don't understand how you can forecast Amazon. Right. I can't do it.
Amazon can't do it. They have a massive
exactly.
range. We're a month into the quarter.
You're $1.5 billion swing in operating income. It depends on the investment cadence, and we honestly don't know, and no one knows outside of Seattle where they're going to spend the money and how much they're going to spend and what the return thesis might be. So I think I feel fortunate that we take a longer-term view at Moody's where I don't have to get caught up in what the next quarter is going to be. We can kind of look through a longer lens. I use the telescope microscope analogy, and it's a little bit easier for us.
And honestly, I think those are the shareholders that Bezos has always wanted. He's telegraphed this from the beginning with the very first letter to shareholders.
Exactly. That there's a window of opportunity for us while traditional retailers are not focused on the segment. Well, I think that window is closing. It's not closed. I don't think it ever closes with respect to Amazon online, but brick and mortar has really upped its game online. And this holiday, I think we have to get used to this kind of stuff in the fourth quarter going forward.
I didn't look at you when I said that.
Look at me.
I noticed that.
About Barron's.
That about Barron's.
That's totally fair game.
Do you remember, what was it in Abelson's?
Amazon.bomb was the headline. And it was in 99. And the stock, by the way.
Okay, no, but before that, that wasn't the only time. That wasn't the only. There were other times. All the way up. Was it Abelson?
You have to remember. No, it was a cover story. I remember who wrote it.
Well, that wasn't the only time. Again and again and again on the way up.
I would only point out that the most remarkable thing about that chart right there is that it was down 90% once. 90% in 02.
Yeah.
But the people that are always shorting it they're never in at the right time to do it, though. And
somebody was.
Abelson's cohorts and everybody else, but they eventually have no money to manage, and I think they just hawk at that point. That's what
I'm still looking for the article that said, will anyone catch Kmart? It was a cover story in a magazine when I was in college, and I've been looking for it, and I can't find it.